To explain the stresses that sporting activities place on the pelvic floor and the occurrence of stress urinary incontinence, let's take the example of football. This is an activity with many changes of rhythm and situation. Replacement run, change of direction, contact, touch, clearance. We're going to look at heading, which requires both coordination and power, leading to significant abdominal contraction. During the kickoff, the impact of the foot on the ground creates an upward force that propagates to the pelvis. The pelvic floor, which lines the underside of the pelvis and supports the pelvic organs, such as the bladder, which is highlighted here, must withstand these repeated pressures. The strong abdominal contraction occurs at the very moment when the head is made. To limit intra-abdominal pressure, this requires co-contraction of the transversus abdominis and the pelvic floor, as shown here in the model on the right. This co-contraction must be anticipated and acquired, resulting in a combined contraction of the transverse and the pelvic floor at the right moment. This automated activation reduces the risk of stress urinary incontinence. When the head is coupled with a run, a jump with landing or a duel, this makes it one of the situations most at risk of urinary stress incontinence in women footballers. Between the suspension phase and the support phase, a downward force linked to gravity is created. On impact with the ground, an upward force is also transmitted to the pelvis. The visceral mass compresses the organs of the pelvis against the pelvic floor when these two opposing forces combine in the abdominopelvic cavity. Hence the importance of its co-contraction with the transverse muscle being effective and anticipated. Unlike the model on the right, where continence is assured, urinary leakage is observed in the model on the left, when the synergy between the transverse and pelvic floor is not optimal. When performing a header, the player will be concentrating on the game rather than on the landing of her jump or the contraction of her pelvic floor. It is therefore essential to work on this transverse pelvic floor co-contraction during warm-ups and technical work to achieve anticipatory postural adjustment.